me have a look.
What?
All right. But remember, the patent is mine.
Took the rebel outpost down,
Okay.
did you?
I'm having trouble wrapping my head around
Only a
this.
matter of time
How
before
deep
they
do
raid
these ruins
this
go?
dig site.
I have no idea. Just that these buildings are the tip of whatever's under all that sand.
So, if we're seeing only a part of it, how high could the old ones build, for Forge's sake?
I'm more interested in how they managed
Trail
to
was
flood it
tough.
and cover it
Hope
with
these
sand.
lights the troop speaks of are
I
enough of
don't
a
think those were
recompense.
deliberate choices.
Oh, with the old ones, who can say?
Are you ready?
We need the last supplies to come in.
Yeah, you!
When's that gonna be?
No idea. I can follow up and ask.
Yeah, do that. Going out there unprepared's like asking for an arrow in the gut.
The only thing I'm missing out here is my...
That Oseram troop guy, Stemmer.
She'll have to make
He's
do.
a little bit, special, isn't he?
If by special you mean weird,
Heard you helped
then
Moreland
yes.
and his crew out.
He keeps
Good
narrating
on you.
everything like a historian.
It has a ring to it, though. Makes me feel like I'm in some kind of epic adventure.
You? Adventurous?
Thus he jested, negligent of the fact that his traveling companion was impervious to such quips.
This isn't going to be a thing, is it? Because I will abandon you in the middle of the desert.
Looking sharp as ever. Heard Moreland built some kind of...
Bet you 50 sharks they get eaten by the Tanakh.
survive.
King Avad managed to make peace with us, didn't he?
The Tanakh drove the Red Raids out with half our numbers. Now that tells you something.
That you believe hearsay too easily?
You really think they'll put up with all that Karja talking?
I can put up with yours.
Heard Moreland built some kind of balloon contraption. And he survived.
I'm not saying I missed the claim, just... the way it smells, you know? Oh, hi!
The way it smells.
Missy!
Something about it. Don't get that here.
What? Rain? You get loads of that here.
No, the smell.
Get even more of that here, too.
About the other day. I know you and him don't get on, but just watch your language when you're with him.
Have you heard him speak to me?
He's a bit gruff. He's had a
Took the
bad
rebel
time.
outpost down, did you?
He's giving me
Good.
a bad time.
Only a matter of time before they raid this dig site.
Oh, I saw. You're right. I'll have your back next time. Did you hear who's in charge now? I wouldn't trust him to piss in a straight line.
tunnel?
He's really that bad?
He's about as much
Took
use
the
as a
rebel
glass
outpost
ant.
down, did you? Good. Only a matter of time before they raid this
No,
dig
no,
site.
we all know who did that. But it's going to be us who pay for it.
Wouldn't you like to know?
That Oseram troop guy, Stemmer. He's a little bit, special, isn't he?
If by special you mean weird, then
I've never
yes.
seen anything like it.
He keeps narrating everything like a historian.
It has a ring to it, though. Makes me feel like I'm in some kind of epic adventure.
You? Adventurous?
Thus he jested, negligent of the fact that his traveling companion was impervious to such quips.
This isn't going to be a thing, is it? Because I will abandon you in the middle of the desert.
Okay, I'm having trouble wrapping my head around this. How deep do these ruins go?
Just that these buildings are the tip of whatever's under all that sand.
So, if we're seeing only a part of it, how high could the old ones build, for Forge's sake?
I'm more interested in how they managed to flood it and cover it with sand.
I don't think those were deliberate choices.
Almost ready to go?
The old ones,
ones who can say. Took the rebel outpost down, did you? Good. Only a matter of time before they raid this dig site. Wanna hear something?
I'm always a bit leery when you lead with that.
Yeah, I see your point, but this is serious. Did you hear what happened at the embassy?
Some of it, to Knox having a go at each other. Nothing juicy about that.
Yeah, but did you know that the attackers rode in on machines? Like the Savior does?
I did not know that. That sounds bad.
Are you ready?
We need the last supplies to come in.
When's that gonna be?
No idea. I can follow up and ask.
Yeah, do that. Going out there unprepared's like asking for an arrow in the gut.
Eyes up here, sister! I'm not saying I missed the claim, just the way it smells, you know?
The way it smells.
Yeah, after it rains, there's just... You finally gonna put your muscle where your mouth is?
Wouldn't you like to know? Rain? You get loads of that here.
Not impressed with those lights at all.
You get even more of that here, too.
Did you hear who's in charge now? I wouldn't trust him to piss in a straight line.
He's really that bad?
He's about as much use as a glass ambient.
Well, it's not me who put him in charge.
No, we all know who did that. But it's going to be us who pay for it.
I was told you went down beneath the ruins by yourself.
Pull yourself away
Not
from your
bad.
workbench. I've been mulling over a design, but I can't make it work.
What kind of design?
A harness for a bar drudge. It will let them carry 20 flagons at a time.
By the forge. That sounds like genius. Let me have a look.
All right. But remember, the patent is mine.
Not impressed with those lights at all. Could care less.
Bet you 50 shards they get eaten by the Tanakh.
King of Vod managed
I'll
to make
keep
peace
the
with
fire
us, didn't he?
crackling for you.
The Tanakh drove the Red Raids out with half our numbers. Now that tells you something.
That you believe hearsay too easily?
Ho there!
You really think they'll put up with all that Karja talking?
Put up with yours.
Okay, I'm having trouble wrapping my head around this. How deep do these ruins go?
Just that these buildings
What
are
you
the
need
tip
is
of
a beer,
whatever
fast,
they're
and bed.
So, if we're seeing only a part of it, how high could the old ones build for Forge's sake?
Did you hear about the collapse?
I'm more interested in how they managed to flood it and cover it with sand.
I don't think those were deliberate choices.
Oh, with the old ones, who can say?
About the other day. I know you and him don't get on, but just watch your language when you're with him.
Have you heard him speak to me?
He's a bit gruff. He's had a bad time.
He's giving me a bad time. Or did you miss that part?
No, I saw. You're right.
Took the
I'll
rebel
have you back
outpost
next
down, did you? Good. Only a matter of time before they raid this dig site. Can I tell you something?
Are you ready?
We need the last supplies to come in.
When's that gonna be?
No idea. I can follow up and ask.
Yeah, do that. Going out there unprepared's like asking for an arrow in the gut.
You and
Did you hear who's in charge now? I wouldn't trust him to piss in a straight line.
He's really that bad?
He's about as much use as a glass ambient.
Well, it's not me who put him in charge.
No, we all know who did that. But it's going to be us who pay for it.
All right. Better than...
About the other day. I know you and him don't get on, but just watch your language when you're with him.
Have you heard him speak to me?
He's a bit gruff. He's had a bad time of it.
He's giving me a bad time. Or did you miss that part?
No, I saw it. You're right. I'll have your back next time.
Well, here's it.
I'm always a bit leery when you leave with that.
I see your point, but this is serious. Did you hear what happened at the embassy?
Some of it, to Knox having a go at each other. Nothing juicy about that.
Yeah, but did you know that the attackers rode in on machines? Like the Savior does?
I did not know that. That sounds bad.
Did you and Marlon get... I'm surprised you managed to pull yourself away from your workbench. Eyes up here, sister!
Design, but I can't make it work.
Takes more than that to keep me down.
A harness for a bar drudge. It will let them carry 20 flagons at a time.
By Lord, that sounds like genius. Let me have a look.
All right. But remember, the patent is mine.
Bet you 50 shards they get eaten by the Tanakh.
Not
King
impressing
of
those
Bot
legs
managed to
at
make
all.
peace with us, didn't he?
Could care less.
The Tanakh drove the Red Raids out with half our numbers. Now that tells you something.
That you believe hearsay too easily?
You really think they'll put up with all that Karja talking?
If I can put up with yours.
You always look so grumpy.
Took the rebel outpost
Okay,
down, did
I'm
you?
having trouble wrapping my head around this.
Only a matter of time
these
before they
woods
raid
go?
this dig site.
I have no idea. Just that these buildings are the tip of whatever's under all that sand.
Shut it, Chop.
So, if we're seeing only a part of it, how high could the old ones build, for Forge's sake?
I'm more interested in how they managed to flood it and cover it with sand.
I don't think those were deliberate choices.
Oh, with the old ones, who can say?
Let us
Seeing us flying off. This is exhausting.
Alright, see, all this ammo here. Any ammo that will ever show up in these will always be, you can have it pretty damn high. I put a lot of my ammo at 10,000. So all of this at 10,000 is fine. Now, down here at the bottom left of the screen where the potions are, this is the part you don't want too high. It can crash or it can cause a black screen and take a long time to load when you go to your storage if you have too many in storage as well. So 1500 seems suitable.
Get out here.
Some don't show them because I modded them in. I've added everything from the beginning of the game with the hackies. But for resources, 1500. You can have more resources. I just didn't see a point in having any more than 1500. But I think 1500 on yourself is fine. Maybe 5,000 or more. Maybe even 10,000. I don't know. But you can have that. You can have 10,000 in your storage, and you'll be fine too. But on yourself. But you don't really need to carry stuff on yourself. You can carry all this in storage and still be able to use it. So it's basically tools that you don't want really over 1500. Tools, 1500 only. Coils, I just do about 100, 150. But tools is what you gotta worry about. That's gonna cause a big issue. So what I do with resources and stuff, I will go to SaveWizard. And you can do this manually too, in the pins and the horizontal channel. There is some info. It's going to have a bunch of S and 81XXX, whatever. I search hex data for so when I max out resources with SaveWizard, it's going to go to 9999, 9,999. So I get whatever the hex value is for that, and I search FF81, and the hex value. Search and replace. Get the hex value for 1500. Use hex workshop. So you're going to search for. Well, here, I can tell you real quick later. Two seven five. I'm going to search. I'll do just the resources on my person and in my storage. So I search FFFF81270F and replace. Control H to search and replace. So yeah, FFFF. What did I say? Yeah, okay. FFFF81270F. And then I replace with FFFF8105DC. And then apply and save. That's all you gotta do is search and replace them. Use the FFFF81 before any value so you don't accidentally replace other values that could be similar. You don't need to. It can break the game. That will put all your resources, all of them, at 1500.
Ready to get in the air?
You can do the same thing with the tools. Apply SaveWizard code for tools, replace 9999 with 1500. And then, basically what I do is apply every dang code except ammo. And turn it all to 1500. And then I apply ammo and then turn it all to 10,000, which is only +1. So you don't really need to do that. You don't have to be at 10,000. 999 is good. But, I actually have a starter save. And I'm doing another one now with the new game items. And I'll have everything set. I just use it because it's already preset. But, so basically, I don't know if you did before or not. I don't think you left first. Basically, the hex value for 9999, which is what SaveWizard applies. Yeah. SaveWizard on this game applies 9,999. 9999. Hex value for that's 270F. So, in my pins, there's a code that starts with FFFF. We're going to use that, the top one. FFFF and the 81. And then the hex value, 270F. So when so export the game save, your game save, apply all features except ammo. Traps and all that, tools are good. Tools and resources for the chest and on yourself. Apply the cheats, it will set it all to 999. Then open up advanced mode, export the data, hex workshop, hit control, that replaces values. The hex value FFFF81 270F. We're going to search that value and replace with FF81. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm going to replace with FFFF81 05DC, which is the hex value for 1500. Replace all. That's it. You replace like 200 lines of code with just one click of a button. Now all your and tools and everything, every code you applied would be at 1500. Then go back, apply the ammo code, and this is what it is. You can have it at 10,000. It's only one up, so you're just adding one. There's no reason to really do that. Like mine, it's got 10,000, but 999 is just as good. Just one ammo away from 10,000. So, yeah, all of this you can have at 10,000. Carrying a lot of resources or tools can lag out the game. Maybe even take 2 minutes to load when you go to your storage. So all your tools and resources, 1500 is plenty. You can do more, but this is on what I'm carrying. You can have it pretty much to 10,000 if it's in your storage. It can take a little bit more to load if you do that on your tools though. You don't even have to carry shit with you. Ammo is nothing I carry with me. That I really care to carry with me. Coils and weeds. Now I added all the resources manually. I started before New Game Plus came out. I started a new game and manually added all of this. Took forever. Took me a couple days to do. So I had everything in the beginning of a regular save. But I actually manually added ammo. So none of these would show up until you got a weapon that had it. So whatever, I'm missing a lot. It don't show in my inventory, but it's here in the game. It still works. You can fix that. Display issue, that's all. No big deal. So anytime you unlocked a new weapon, you would automatically have 10,000 ammo. That's the basic of it, and if you really want infinite health, I've never actually really died on this game. You could auto heal, and probably go in and change the whatever it is, the 14 value on the bottom left hand screen. Max that out, and then you'll automatically just constantly heal. Like auto health generation. Right, this is a New Game Plus. I'm just kind of checking it up. This one actually has some modded gear. I don't know if you do this, but well, for example, this one, edit coils, critical hit damage 40, draw speed 25. It's actually 75, I think. I don't know. Long range damage plus 40, overdraw 55. I got all like the bonus coils that you don't actually get to select. It's just a bonus perk on a weapon. They're actually coils. So I just use a lot of modded coils. I didn't really find much for outfits because they're all interchangeable, and whatever's on your screen is actually a perk. There's no special perks for outfits. So yeah, like all like this weapon here, oops, average downfall. This thing's a beast with these. God damn it, I keep hitting the wrong button. Just with the modded perks, modded coils. Now we have the hex list for this. Or not hex list, I'm sorry. Hash IDs for coils and perks. So all the specialty perks, you could just add them like that, like right there, stealth on 40% damage. And I can apply that. I can apply that to 2 of them, to 1 weapon, or 3 of them, and every kill would be a 1% or 1-hit kill. Like, if you're stealthy at least. But I just mix them up. Overdrawn damage, 55. I actually really ain't even tried the stack thing, so I don't know. I guess I could test it real quick. Okay. Draw speed, 25. Long range damage, 40. Overall, stealth. Critical hit damage, we're going to replace that with stealth. So it'd be... If this stacks, that would actually be kind of cool. Now I have... This will have 120% stealth damage. We're gonna go test that real quick. It already does a shit ton of damage. I don't think it stacks. It still took a lot of fucking damage.
Time to follow up.
That kind of sucks. It's still alright, but... Modded perks are fine. Oh, I mean, maybe it does do 120 damage, but it seems like it would, be a one-hitter. Nope, sucks. Oh, I need to go through and add a couple more modded perks, or just add them all, I don't know. That's basically it. That's what I did. I just had one of each item. I added them all manually at the very beginning of the game. When it first came out. Well, around when it first came out. Before New Game Plus. Added every single item. Kept one of myself and one in storage. Maxed out storage and myself. Everything at 1500. Maxed out ammos on myself. To, 10,000. That was it. And then it's permanent. I mean, it's like I never really have to edit anything again.